Entrepreneurship is a mental game. Robert Ajivak says this as a summary of his experiences as a spoken about and successful entrepreneur. They say that when you are an entrepreneur, you cannot afford to get affected by everything that's happening around you. But as a human being, it's very difficult for that, right? You are going to be affected by what happens. You are going to be affected by what all is going on all around you. Hi, I'm Rashida and I'm the author of the book that you're reading, Thriving Entrepreneur. And first and foremost, let me congratulate you on making this choice. Thriving Entrepreneur is a book for people who are looking at being a better version of the entrepreneur that they are right now. Either you are facing issues with focus or balance or your team, or you're about to start off as an entrepreneur and you want to do it on the right foot. Either way, congratulations, you have made a beautiful decision. As a consultant, I have worked with so many entrepreneurs. We work on how to create their branding strategy. We work on what kind of marketing communications we can put out for them. But more than anything else, what I found myself working on is their mental well-being. I have found that more often than not, a lot of the decisions that the entrepreneurs make come from a space of fear or a space of reaction to a situation, which is absolutely fine. It's very valid. We are reactive beings and we will react. And so I'm asked this question a lot of times. How do I distance myself from my situation? And more often than not, these prime steps, 23, prime, undivisible steps that are there in my book are what I pick and choose out of. I've been a consultant for approximately 10 years now, which has meant that I have seen entrepreneurs in so many different sectors, in so many different industries. And as such, one would think that their issues are very different, but the beauty is that more often than not, when we are looking at emotional issues, they all stem from a very similar place, from a very similar need to prove yourself. And so in this book is a culmination of a lot of learnings and a lot of stories that I've seen, heard, imagined. A lot of the learnings are some that I took a long time to learn, longer than I would care to admit. Some I knew, but I denied and believed that I don't need. And some are simply those that I knew, I accepted, but didn't quite know how to implement. So the learning took me some time, how to implement it. I have shared some tools in this book that will help you implement these lessons as well. Along the way, you will find me in the form of a QR code. So don't forget to scan it, because I strongly believe that those who have initiative and those who have commitment deserve something extra. So these interactions that we're going to have through the book are that little extra. I hope you enjoy it. It is not a literary masterpiece, I assure you. Even though I'm a writer, I had to make sure that my book is more about the lessons and more about the tools than it is about the stories. And so I hope you find value in it. But here's how you can do it even better. This book is less about what I have written and more about what you are about to write in it. So whenever you start with a lesson, sit with a pen or pencil And there are going to be questions at the end of every lesson that I would want you to answer. There is reflection that I would like you to do at the end of every chapter, because these lessons are only effective if you actually implement them. And I would like you to write them down for a simple purpose, that it puts it in front of you. Remember, when we were children, we were told to write things down. And I strongly believe that that makes an impact on how we react to certain learnings. So I would like you to read, try and implement, think about it, reflect, and write about it. At the end of the book, there is a QR code that will allow you to click the pictures and scan them and send the pictures to us. The only reason being that if you ever want there to be a situation where someone is holding you accountable and asking you, how did you deal with this? You have us. And if you're simply looking at someone to be a part of the journey with you, you have us. Thriving entrepreneur is not a noun. It's a verb. It's something you have to do. All the best, and I'll see you in a few pages.